Off the Grid Gaming coming at you. This is Disco, talking to you a little bit today about a few things. First, I'm going to mention the stuff that's going on in the background. Leviathan Warships. Now, I'm a fan of naval battles, and I'm also a fan of turn-based strategy and tactics. So this is something naturally that I've kind of fallen into the routine of playing it and feeling it and playing it out. So this will be the first thing I'm talking to you today about. I'm playing a level that's probably, I think there's only 9 missions in this tree or this storyline or whatever. I don't know if there's multiple yet or not. It seems though there is, but I haven't made it to that point. But I think this is like the 4th or 5th mission out of 9. And I've gotten a nice little bit of customizable options and been playing through the whole thing. I've been enjoying it, and that's what I'm gonna have going in the background is just this level. And I'm going to talk about the positives and negatives in about probably like 2 hours of gameplay or whatnot. This is a game that I purchased thinking that there would be some nice multiplayer. Like maybe at first I'd be a little bit outmatched because of the people who have been playing it, but that was the big thing that sold me on this. Anything that's naval, tactical, turn-based, and multiplayer, and a lot of customizable options, I was down. That's what made me want to stick my head into this game. So, the first 2 missions was kind of just getting used to the whole system and how everything flowed and how it was to attack and be attacked and what you can and cannot take. And it's been really interesting all up to what I've played about this point right here. They keep on introducing the new elements like any game would, and fun battles. They tend to be a little bit long, but time flies because I was just so immersed within the game. Really cool so far as that goes. Now the customization is not like there's a plethora of different types of weapons to choose from. It was, limited to autocannons and a small energy weapon, and some shields and mines as defensive options. But just from that right there, I was having fun messing around with what you could and could not do with the mines and setting yourself up and thinking about that. It's interesting. Very, very cool concept as far as that goes. But as I got into about the 3rd level, that's where I wouldn't say I got bored, but I just kind of wanted to, okay, let's start to see some of the money shots, some of the things that I couldn't have happening in this game once I get good.
Let's get to the point.
Let's just say I haven't had a multiplayer game yet. This is Disco coming at you right here straight up. I have not been able to get a multiplayer game yet, and I've switched servers. There was nothing on the US server. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. From what I understand, this is a cross-platform game. I haven't, I probably spent about a good 30 minutes trying to find something, trying to get into any type of PvP, some actual, player interaction within the game. I think there's some challenges in multiplayer, co-op modes too, but I hadn't even tried sticking my feet in that. I was not going for anything specific. I was just trying to get any type of multiplayer, but have not been able to get it. And I even, tweeted out there and trying to find some type of other person to play with because, all my buddies don't want to have nothing to do with this so far. So, I guess it's a good reason why I'm trying to do this right now too, is, spread the word about this game. Even though that negative of the multiplayer, this game has so much potential. Now, I did start reading a little bit, and I didn't notice there was a shop. There's some type of microtransactions on here also, which kind of seems uncalled for, but I didn't look on the App Store. I don't know the cost of it on your tablet or phone or whatever other devices and stuff it was built for. But you know, from what I was reading on the forums, it was saying that the purchasing was, you know, it's pay to win almost. And yeah, because I don't doubt it either, because the things that I saw in the shop are things that I had never seen before. And you know, I'm only 4 or 5 into the first storyline, if there is multiple storylines. But anytime that goes on, that just gives me a bad taste in the mouth. There's not even a community from what I can see so far, and what little bit of community you have, you're gonna try to, you know, do that whole thing with the microtransactions and get every little penny you can, because pay to win is just always just ridiculous. It takes all of the joy and all of the fun and all of the want to play out of the game for me. But you know, I mean, if it's free to play, you know, it's one thing, but if I paid some money, okay, you got my money, if that's the way this is gonna be. But I don't know, man. But besides that, even though I'm talking negative, the gameplay has been very fun. I really like that type of naval battle. There was another one that was on Steam, Stellar Impact, I believe it was called, how you manipulate the ship, how you have to do the side and the front and choose your weapons and their angles. It's really in-depth, the strategy, and it's cool that you get to break it down in the time right here. And the customization is cool too, because you can every weapon has a certain angle it can shoot from, and you can choose, you know, the different grid size on your ship and everything. And I can't wait to unlock everything and all the different types of ships. You know, maybe I need to find a group of people to actually play with on this rather than just random searching in pugs. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm still interested in this game after everything that I've been playing. I'm probably gonna play all the way through this, and I'm going to invest some time into trying to find someone else to play through the other options and gameplay modes that there are in this game. So, you know, if you're into turn-based strategy, and if you like naval battles at all, I would suggest this game, definitely. And, you know, hit me up, OffTheGridGaming, and, you know, we can get down on a game if you want to. I'm always down to do that. But in other things, you know, what I was just talking about, I've been hunting around on games lately, and I'm not really too stoked for anything in the future. And everything that I'm playing right now, I guess I don't say I'm bored. I'm not too deep into anything right now. What I see here in the near future is Starbound, which doesn't have a release date. But I played a little bit of Terraria, but that's the big downside of it. There's only a set things to do, and it's the same type of biome, and you know, all the blocks are just kind of switched around. And I think I bought that last week. I've spent a good amount of time into it, don't get me wrong, but Starbound just looks so amazing. It makes Terraria look so belittled. It makes me, the value out of that game has been taken, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that looks amazing. I'll leave a link in the description. Starbound, it looks pretty cool, and as far as a good canvas to have a multiplayer community, it looks like an amazing game. Metro Last Light, I think that's coming up right around the road. I think it's here at the beginning of May. You know, I didn't play all the first one. I played quite a bit of it, but I don't think I beat the whole thing. But it's got a style. It's got its own little immersion to it. I really like games like that. That's the way I felt about BioShock Infinite also. there's a few things that, you know, take you out of the whole immersion as far as the gameplay go, and how all the enemies were one level and all of a sudden you hit something that was like a huge brick wall, make you have to, you know, switch your whole game up. It was a game with the atmosphere just sucks you in, and I loved it. And that's the way that I feel at Metro Last Light might be too. It'd be one of those games that you just get sucked into the atmosphere, which, you know, I could dig that also. You know, guys, tell me what you guys are looking for in the next month or two. You know, I'm really wanting to get into a multiplayer game that, you know, get into the community. Everything that I've been playing lately, you know, it just feels like the community dies off the hype. But, you know, it is what it is. But please leave in your comment sections about any type of game that you're stoked for, or something that you are just, everything else seems small to the release of this game. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys haven't heard, that new R.A. the Rugged Man album dropped last week, check that out. OffTheGridGaming. If you listen to this, you're a true gentleman and scholar, or gentle lady, or whatever you call it nowadays. But Disco, I'm out. Laters.